What up, everybody? It's your boy Aaron All Nighter.
It's your boy Fifth in the building.
You already know what it is. It's episode 3 of the Pop Up Podcast, where we pop up here and pop our shit.
Yeah.
We up here to pop off about everything that's popping this week.
Anything and everything. And we want you guys that are all tuned in to engage with us. Drop them comments. We'll bring your comments on screen. If you want to talk about a certain topic that we're talking about, you want to get yourself on screen, let us know. We'll send you a link. We'll get you on the show. This is really about you engaging with us and us engaging with you one-on-one. More of like a personal touch than the hip-hop everything where it's strictly hip-hop, everything hip-hop news related. This is more well-rounded. Let y'all get to know us. We get to know you.
Facts. And I'm going to put the link in the comment section. So if you want to just pop up, well then, do so. I mean,
we do want to hear from you. We do definitely want to hear from you guys. So, don't be shy. Jump up here. Let's have a conversation about something. I mean, the most hot topic right now is the No King shit. And how many people showed up, spread across the country. Whether a lot of people weren't going, some people were going. If y'all want to talk about that, man, pop up.
So, me and Styles touched on this today earlier on the Sundays podcast. Go check that out on YouTube and Sundays on all platforms. But, so I drove by after I got off the phone with you yesterday. And to get to where I was going, I had to drive by the protest. Bro, I get caught at the lights, right? In Fall River, Massachusetts, right by the Raising Cane's. First, I thought these were the No Kings people. Just people walking up to cars, right? So I'm like, fuck these people doing walking up to cars. I see they got mad books in their hands, right?
Jehovah's Witness type shit.
Basically. So there's a lady and a guy carrying books. The lady's like, you want one? You want one? It's free. I don't know what the book is, right? So I'm stuck at the red light. I'm like, yeah, send it. She comes over, hands me 2 Bibles. I'm like, all right, amen to that, right? Cool, thanks. Fuck was that for? And then she was like, if you want, she's like, there's a table over there for the Bristol County Turning Point USA chapter selling Charlie Kirk merchandise and giving away Bibles.
No shit.
So I was like, oh, okay. So I see the table. There's like 2 other people besides the 2 that was passing out the Bibles. So they had like 4 people there. Then the other side, all the No Kings people. Mad signs. Bro, there's people dressed up in Halloween costumes, okay? They had like the inflatable dinosaur was out there. I was like, yo, that gets people's attention. So it was funny. Actually, one of the school committee members from Fall River was actually out there, Shelly Pereira. And Fall River just went red this last election, so I don't think that was the best idea for her to be out there.
Fall River voted red?
Yeah, they voted Trump this last election.
Really?
Yeah, so Fall River ended up going red the last election. So I don't think it was a good idea for her to be out there. But her sign said, born to be a showgirl, forced to fight a dictator. Well, it doesn't look like she'll win the election for her school committee seat. I don't know if she's running again or if she's just going to bow out disgracefully. But, hey, everybody's entitled to do what they're doing. I just wish there was more people on, like, both sides. Like, yo, if I was the Turning Point USA Bristol County chapter, right, what I would have did was, like, really promote this shit to get, like, the same amount of people as the No Kings people.
What, was the size of the crowds, like, different between the 2?
Oh, yeah, the shitload difference, bro. The No Kings people in Fall River, there was probably like 200, 250 of them. No shit. They were on every corner. And then there was just one little table with 2 people at the table and then 2 people walking, passing out Bibles.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. It's new. It's new to this area. This area is blue. You know what I mean? You're really walking into enemy territory trying to set up shop where overwhelmingly liberal. I wouldn't
See,
expect
I think it used to be like that. I think Fall River and the surrounding areas have definitely changed in
I don't think the cities have.
red.
I think all the suburbs have. I think the majority of the suburbs are red, but because this is why our state is blue, really, because all of the big cities, let's just say like Boston, Brockton, Taunton, Fall River, New Bedford, those are the
Yeah,
5 major cities from Boston to say the
yeah,
South Shore, right? They're all blue. Those are all democratically ran. The mayors are democratic driven.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's like the suburbs are where like Middleborough and shit is like big time Trump country. It's like the suburbs of the cities. You know what I mean? Where there's
Yeah,
less
well, that's
population. So
historically how it is. But I know from like paying attention in Fall River, like the mayor is Democrat, but all the people running for mayor in this current election were Republican, besides running
that's
against the
different.
incumbent mayor.
Mm.
So the guy who's running for mayor in my city, Fall River, running against the mayor Paul Coogan is
Yeah. So you're
this
saying
dude, Boomer
the tides
Amaro.
just starting to shift. Then the tides.
Yeah, like you
Yeah, I
can
got you.
see the tide shifting where
Yep.
it's like people like, nah, I'm good with this. The city shit. Fucking where'd the money go? Let's put this guy who's fiscally conservative here and get this shit fixed.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's unfortunately. I mean, I know we try not to run down. We try to down the middle as much as we want, but it's like for a long time everything's been democratically driven, especially around here. And you can see
Yeah.
where it's gone to. It's been democratic around here for a long time. So you can almost say like where we are right now is due to that, because there really hasn't been any conservative governorship or mayorship for the most part around Massachusetts area. It's
Yeah.
overwhelmingly blue, and it's not like it's been 1 or 2 terms. It's been like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 terms. At that point, you have such a period to judge at. You can go, wow, we were here at one point, and now we're here, and it's only ever been governed by one side.
Yeah.
I mean,
So like there's some of the city councils in Fall River, Linda Pereira, Joe Camara, Brad Kilby, Paul Hart. They've been on these councils 25, 30 years.
that's crazy.
And
And
it's like they keep getting voted in because
it
the
shouldn't be allowed. It
voter,
shouldn't be allowed.
yeah, the voter turnout isn't there. So I know in Fall River, there's a population of 100,000. We had 10,000 people vote.
You had 10% of your population show up to vote. That's
So
nothing.
it's like everybody will complain about it on Facebook, but not pull up.
I mean, it's like, dude, they've even broken it down. Even all major cities like that, they have wards. And there'll be 5 or 6 different wards within a big city, and then you have representation per each ward. You know, they sit down with the mayor. So hypothetically, I don't know what it is in Fall River, but you know, being 100,000 people, say there's 10 wards or 6 wards, say there's 10, right? That's 10,000. That's 10 people. So each ward covers a section of the city. Hypothetically, supposed to be covering 10,000 people. Those 10 people then sit down with the mayor, with you know, all the mayors sit down, the governors, state legislature, you come together and supposed to say, all right, this is what our people are talking about. But goes to what you're saying. If you're not going out there and putting your voice, you're not voting and making your voice being heard, none of your grievances can ever be met.
See, Fall River, we don't even have the wards in Fall River.
Do you have one person covering the whole city?
Well, you have the mayor and then 9 city council members.
Yeah, usually those historically those councils usually represent a portion of city. They have boundaries where it's like,
Yeah.
well, you go here, here. That way, it's
Fall River
even
is too
representation.
political where they don't do that. So most
shit.
of the city council members are from the North End Highlands area, which is historically the rich part of Fall River. So that area gets catered to because that's where the city councils are from.
Yep,
There's
I got
one
you.
from the South End that tries to like represent the South End, but can't really get much done over there because the resources go to the North End.
Because you're outnumbered anyways. Everyone's on the North End making sure the shit goes up. Yeah.
Right. So it's like the North End gets catered to, the rest of the city falls apart, and it's like, hey, but you driving the Highlands, it's fucking looking like Newport. You know what I mean? So like the fuck. So it's gotta be like, I think politics in general, they should make it easier to vote. Like make a paid holiday.
Yes, I agree with
Make it I've always said like, yo, we bank on the apps now. People be the apps for their bank accounts and shit and their money. Why can't we do that with the voting? They did that shit with American Idol, Americans Got Talent, all of that shit. The technology is there.
They're probably, I'll be honest with you, they're probably afraid that it would get hacked. That's why they haven't done it. Or there's
True,
some way to
what's
corrupt
to
it.
say that the fucking shit's not corrupted as it is now?
Oh yeah, no, and we know it is. We've seen all. It's always controversy every time.
Yeah,
Every time there's some
election.
kind. Every
And you
election
could
is some
have
kind of
like,
controversy.
say I work at a polling station, right? And I just want to rig the election, and I just fill out mad empty ballots and put it in the machine. Right at the end of the fucking election, so that way people can't come in and be like, "Oh, I'm here to vote and collect my ballot." Nope, I already used it. Sorry, time's up. We're closed. I mean,
That's why they always find. You ever notice they find boxes later on, like 2 days after? Oh, we misplaced 32,000 fucking votes over here, and you're like,
right. So it's like, come on now.
And even if you did, it shouldn't be admissible anyways. I get like votes are supposed to count, but if you don't get them in by this time and have them registered officially by this time here, they don't count. It's that simple.
Exactly. But I look at it like even the risk of it being hacked, people ain't worried about that with their bank account apps.
Because they know it'll be covered.
Right.
They know the bank's gonna cover them. Who's covering an election though? You know, who covers that if it is? Like there's an insurance with your online banking. How do you do insurance on you know what I mean? You get your money back.
You get it. Make sure the app's really secure. Like,
I mean, I'm with it. I think it's a good idea.
Because you know how many people would actually fucking vote if they could just pull out their phone and do
if it was
done.
Phone, you know, I would probably fivefold. I bet on average. No,
exactly. Just
and
overnight.
over time, it would build exactly. And then it would build.
The first election would be 50% more people.
100%, and then over time, it'd be in the 90s, bro. It'd be like it would get to a point where people probably would look at you and be like, "You didn't vote, bro." Like it'd be such a norm. You know what I mean?
Right. Especially if it's a paid holiday. It's like, bro, I got the day off. I got paid today, and all I got to do is hit multiple choice on my phone. It takes 10 seconds. Right? Fucking, okay, great. Yeah, I'll do my community service. Here you go. It's my civil duty. But like, we make it difficult to vote and a pain in the ass to go vote, where it's like, man, I got shit to do. I gotta go wait in this line now. I gotta wait for the old people to check my address, check my ID, hand me this ballot, and they take 5 minutes to read this shit because they old and they volunteers.
They're gonna find your name on the list and shit.
Yeah, like, come on now. Like,
no, it is a pain in the nuts.
Especially if you got shit to do, and then shit, if say it's bad weather that day, there goes that election.
Worse. Even worse. Yep. The mad people.
There's not a rain date for elections.
Nah.
That's one thing there should be. The rain date for everything else, because people don't go out in the rain for events.
I say like this: it's got to be one day. We all get it paid. We all get it off one day. You got to show up. If your votes aren't in, every vote after this time on this day does not fucking count. I don't care if you're misplaced a million votes and it would have not my problem. That's that period. And then that eliminates a lot of bullshit. That eliminates a lot of like.
You know what else I also think they should do with voting is fucking make it where if you don't vote, you got to pay a fine. Especially if the government makes it a paid holiday, it's like, bro, I'm paying you to not work today,
bro. But if they don't, we can't find them money. What we can do is this, and this is even more annoying. Their name goes to the front of the line for jury duty pick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Something where it's like you're not hitting their pocket, but you are essentially penalizing them somehow. It's like, all right, so people that have that vote, they do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, your name's in the jury pool, but the people that don't do its name has a 5 times greater chance of getting called. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that works perfectly. And guess what? That'll get people voting. You got to find ways to get people engaged.
Motivation. Hell yeah.
These politicians being fucking idiots just isn't enough motivation. People don't give a fuck. They just watch and complain about it on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like, dude's an idiot. Look at him. And don't vote to get him out.
But and then you find out that you're like, yo, did you vote? Nah. I didn't like either pick. Blah blah blah. Then you try getting the. It's like, bro, then what? Shut up. Like,
what about the people? Yeah, but bro, I didn't go vote because my vote don't even count. Yeah, because there's a million people that are saying the same shit like you.
Mm-hmm. And
Why?
those million votes fucking flip shit. Absolutely, 100%.
Nah.
Every vote counts. You know what I mean? Yes, you may not be the deciding factor vote, but when you compile votes as a as an amount, yes, it
Mm-hmm.
matters. Every vote matters. Some of these elections come down to a couple thousand votes. A couple thousand. That's a couple
Yeah.
thousand people that decide like a small amount. These aren't like 100,000, 1.2 million vote differentials, man. There's a couple that come down to like really 4 digits. It's like that's swayable quick.
Yeah, I just think that like these people gotta figure out something to get everybody more engaged because right now it's not it. Right now nobody gives a fuck. And you'll never get what the people really want because you don't got the majority going to vote.
Yeah.
So until we figure that out as a society, we just fucking idiots. That's all.
And be honest with you, we're probably not gonna either because it's working so well for the people that the puppet masters that pull the strings.
Mm-hmm.
Our state of society right now is just benefiting them so much.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's gonna change.
So before the show, you was talking about the Patriots today.
Yeah, bro, what a fucking game that was, man. Got to watch that. It was a blessing. Crazy though, because the Titans, the team that they faced, their old coach is our coach now, Mike Vrabel, who also played for the Patriots. So that's a little
Mm-hmm.
tidbit. And the Titans fired their head coach Monday of this week. So there was an interim coach even coaching this game. You know what I mean? Normally when that happens, you'll see a team like they'll come out strong because new coach, it's a new fire, everyone's lit,
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's motivated again. And such is right. Titans came out, scored points the first 2 drives, kind of was going toe for toe with the Patriots, and that was funny because I watched a drive happen, and I said to myself, I go, if the Patriots can stop the Titans right now and figure out what they're doing and clamp them, this game's over. And exactly what the pass fucking defense did. They stopped the run, they stopped the long pass, and they fucking just they essentially just blanketed, dude. The Titans. Titans couldn't do shit, making Titans fucking Titans quarterback fumbles the ball. Our defensive guy picks up, runs in for a touchdown. Then we had 7 points on the defensive side of the ball too. Dude, our quarterback Drake May looked crazy on point. I want to say he was 21 to 23. I think 2 touchdowns, had like 220 yards. I think it was
Yeah,
somewhere
he
around
actually
240.
today broke Tom Brady's completion record for the Patriots with minimum of 20 passes. So I think it was at 88%, and he got a 90 or 91%.
Oh boy,
So the
oh,
kid's
beautiful.
starting off good.
This is his second year. It's funny because traditionally in football, the second year of quarterbacks, they have like a good rookie year. Nobody knows them. Nobody knows how to like play them defensively. These teams at this high level, they have a whole year of film. So the second year, they know how to play these quarterbacks differently. Normally, because it's their rookie year, they don't really climb that much well the second year. A lot of quarterbacks tend to go backwards, start making a lot of mistakes, trying to do shit. Not this quarterback, not Drake May, bro. He is excelling in his second year.
Good, because we need that. New England, we get spoiled because we had Brady for years,
The Brady Belichick fucking Patriots for how many, dude, bro?
and
20 years.
yeah.
We had a
So
run, bro.
that run was like we need that again because without it, it's like the life of the Patriots just lost air without Brady, and then Belichick left, and Belichick ain't even doing good in college football.
That's what I heard, dude. I heard
Like,
it might just be. It might, and it's funny. You see, like, you ask yourself, how does someone like Bill Belichick, who was the dominant coach for so long? I mean, he was even dominant before he was head coach of the Patriots. He was in the Giants organization as like a defensive coordinator, and even then, he was renowned as like a top of the line defensive coordinator. Then, and just evolved into being a head coach. It's like, how does somebody get the top of the top of the top and then fall off so bad? Like, he's not even playing. He's not even coaching NFL football. He's coaching college football, and he's not
like,
really. And he's
I
not really
think
like doing anything.
it finally answers the question that everybody had for years: was it Brady or Belichick? Seems like it was Brady.
For the most part, yeah, but it was definitely a combination of because
Oh
it's like,
yeah, obviously a combination.
yeah,
But what I'm
definitely
saying is like, without a
talent.
player like Brady, Belichick's plays ain't playing out right.
That and I wonder if it's like he came up, Belichick came up in a football's being. Let me rephrase this: football's being played differently so much now that maybe his ways that were so on point and could execute don't really pan out in the new way that football's being played now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the games that has evolved. Even the way they run the plays, like everything's different. Everything's more. It's more fluid. Where his, I think, was very boxy. You know what I mean? Very 90-degree. Like come up here and do this. People are doing all kinds of random weird shit now, and it's the game has evolved. And one of his style of coaching just it can't compete with the way the game is now. And he's at the end. That's
Well,
it.
he's always had more of a defensive type coaching. So, because
Yes.
being
Yep.
a defensive coordinator. So now it's more of an offense driven league
Mm-hmm.
and sport. Everybody wants big points on the board fast.
Yep.
So it's like, it's why you got Drake May throwing 50-yard passes and shit.
Yeah, bro. He had one today, bro. That was fucking on point. Keyshawn Booty. Oh, it was like 40 yards, I think. It was insane. No, he throws the ball so good. There was 3 passes he made today that the defender was up our receiver or tight end's ass. I mean, you couldn't defend any better than he was, and he still put the ball when only that player could grab it and make it. Dude, he made 3 of 3 on these plays. Just he carved up their defense, but the Titans aren't really a good team, so we did beat up on a team that's like 1 win and I don't know 6 losses now. They were 1-5 coming in or 1-4, 1-5. Either way, they only won 1 game.
But at least we looked good doing it.
Fucking right, we did. We looking like
At least we look good doing it.
Absolutely. Yep. Yes.
So this week, a brand new Big L and Nas record dropped.
Hells yes.
How you feeling about Nas doing a project with Big L that's supposed to drop on Halloween?
Bro, I've been excited ever since Raekwon dropped earlier this year. We've been getting and no, it's funny because nobody broadcasts this for us. They just started doing it, and it just you know what I mean. You had these '90s, late '90s, early 2000 rappers like the era that we came up in. Raekwon, Ghostface, Mobb Deep just dropped the album. The Clips album. I know they're not really from the generation, but even their album earlier this year sounded in that kind of format.
Mm-hmm.
All these people coming back dropping albums. You got the premiere and Nas album dropping in December. You have the Big L album and Nas. Like, yo, big up to Mass Appeal for getting this all going, bro. Like, really, they're the ones, they're the conglomerate behind it, getting this music to us.
I just seen the other day Nas and Mass Appeal are working with Marvel Comics to release a hip hop superhero comic book series. They already have one for sale. It's $30 for the comic book on Mass Appeal's website. So it's the first edition of Mass Appeal meets Marvel. So you already know that's going to be a collector's edition.
Absolutely.
Like Marvel putting the comic book world and hip hop together. That's wild. So like
hip hop meets yo, that's crazy.
Wait till there's a movie.
Yo.
That's what they need to do. The first movie of a hip hop superhero. And they pull these old rappers out to be superheroes with all the fucking CGI and AI shit.
That's Creole for real. Yes. I can see it. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Nas and shooting laser beams out his eyes and shit. It's like, no, look at Nas. Not bad.
Bringing Pac and shit. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah.
They stop rap battling and they fly around each other. They're fighting in the sky.
That's how they power up. They gotta start battling each other. That's how they start getting power bars and shit above their head. It reaches level now.
I'm here for it. It made me feel like a big kid when they announced that because I was like, yo, I haven't even thought of comic books since I was like a kid. I'm like, and these motherfuckers like, yeah, we about to bring that back.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like genius, like absolute genius. And I'm here for it. Like, I think that it's just a dope idea. I want a fucking Marvel comic book.
Yeah, right? For real. I want a story written. I want to be part of a story. Fuck.
Word. And shout out Whoa in the comments.
Yeah.
I mean, and Britta in the
Whoa.
comments.
Yo, who wants to come on and talk? Who wants to come on with us?
I mean, we got the link in
Come
the
on.
comments. Anybody
Come
want to
on.
hop on?
Come
Whoa
on, we can
said,
talk.
great job at the show Friday. Let's talk about that. So Friday night, you know, us, the host of the Pop-Up Podcast and Hip Hop Everything, was on stage at Fet Lounge in Providence for the Freddie Black album release party. I mean, there's footage of us on stage doing our thing. And yeah, shout out Whoa for that opportunity. Yo,
Whoa.
I like their dressing room downstairs, bro.
Yo, that place is fire.
Like,
It's a nice. It's not small. It's like the perfect size. You got a perfect size stage. The people can be right up on you. You can really be get into it with the energy. Like it's the bar's right by. There's shit downstairs. You could essentially shoot like a small music video if you wanted to. There's 2 different rooms. It was definitely there. We're dressed up. Everything. This place is dope. I would highly advise anyone to try to rent this place out or do your shows there because that's a place I'm interested in performing at.
yeah. That's definitely a dope venue. The sound quality, bro, amazing.
Crazy. I was
Like,
amazed, yo. Yeah, it's a hidden gem. That's a fucking hidden gem place right there.
yo, I tried to record on my 4K camera, right? But the quality of the visual was there, but the sound because of the bass on the speakers,
It was knocking.
all you could hear on the video. I'm like, damn, nah, that didn't pick it up. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna need a microphone with this thing to get it right. I'm like, shit. It was a learning curve, but all right.
Still use the footage though. Bro, you could do as a behind the scenes, just lower that shit out and then actually do a talk over. Yo, at this point, this is what was going on. This, you'll notice this in the video. Check this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit footage up this week.
Some documentary shit.
And get that going. Because like it's been busy, got a lot, doing a lot. Music dropping, videos dropping. I just dropped a music video the other day on Friday called Neptune. That's off of
Visionary?
I think it's off of Visionary. It's either off of Visionary or Spooky Season. I forget. It's on one of my albums. Yeah. I forget what album it's on, but it's on there. Yeah. Yo, that is horrible, bro. That's when you know I'm dropping too much music. I don't even remember what album I dropped it on, bro.
Yo, you made it kind of hard for yourself. You dropped a single project with 30 songs. Now you got to remember, these 30 are on this project. Not 5 or 7, bro.
30. Yeah. That was a problem. I'm probably not gonna do that again. That was a one and done.
He's like coming out triple threat. Clap.
Yeah, that was a dope project. You engineered 9 records on that.
Yeah.
And normally that's somebody's full project.
Right.
I mean, but that was only a third of what I dropped.
And again, if you guys can pick out those 9, go listen to his album. Right, you type in Aaron All Nighter, Visionary. There's 30 songs on this. Y'all listen to all 30. Let's do them a couple times if you got to. There's 9 of those I engineered. If you can pick out the 9 that I engineered, we will send you free merchandise.
Facts.
Free Street Magic merchandise. DM me, DM him with the 9. What's your list?
Speaking of Street Magic merchandise was in a full effect Friday.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out Whoa rocking his shirt on stage.
Pointing to it mad times too, bro.
Yeah.
A couple times I got him on video. He's like turning around, he's up here going like this.
Yeah. Flea had her shirt. I mean, we all rocked our shit. That was dope. And I made everybody's shirts different. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, did you?
Yeah, everybody had a different front of the shirt. So yours had the timeout.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a few bid designs, DTFs. I was gonna give you a different bear at first, but out of those two bears, one said "Be happy for no reason," and it had like an angry face bear. That one I ended up giving a whoa instead of the one I gave you because the head popped off on yours. And I know that the reason why I was even thinking of the bears was because he has the Woolly bear for his woe life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, nah, I can't like tie in the bear with the woe life and the Woolly bear, and then the bear ain't got no head. I'm like, so I got to give him the bear with the head. And then I was like, and the bear with no head work with Fifth because you got that Labubu record dropping soon.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yes.
here's the evil Labubu bear. That's what the fuck this is. Fleas, hers had one of those chemistry beakers, and it said "Don't overreact."
See, that's perfect for her. That's
Yeah,
perfect for
that's
her.
perfect. So I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. And then me and the wife had matching ones. I had a bag of money on fire that said DNRS, that said "Don't need a reason." So I got mad other ones. I got a few people that came up to me that was like, "Yo, I need one. Get at me for a shirt." So if you looking for street magic merchandise, you looking for custom merchandise, hit me up. Got what you need. We'll talk prices and all that, but yeah, I can make whatever you want. But
Same thing for your boy Fifth too. Just let me know. If you want any of the shirts I got? They won't be exactly what I had from before. It'll be something new, updated. Just let me know. I know some people that hit me up before on them. I told them, yeah, I gotta get back to you. What the avenues
you about to
available?
put that logo behind you on some shirts. There you go.
Oh yeah, I got a couple logos. A couple dope logos.
Hell yeah. Now,
Ooh,
trying to see if anybody want to hop on.
right? I got one
Everybody's
person on my
a
chat.
little scared.
It's not like y'all. Come on, man. This is for us to engage with you. Talk about anything. What you guys want to talk about?
For
What y'all eat?
real.
What y'all eat for dinner tonight? Was it good?
Shit, my fat ass hasn't even ate dinner yet tonight. I'm about to eat after this. I'm about to have some like taco bean dip type fucking thing. Super easy to make. It's fucking great. I love the easy shit to make. I mean, because it's like shit's easy.
You have to slave over shit.
Them meals that you gotta be in the kitchen for like 2 hours and shit. Nah, bro.
That's
Fuck
when you like
all
cooking meat,
that.
vegetables,
Yeah, that's like
potatoes, or rice or some shit. Yo, yeah.
that's when it's a lot, bro.
Erin's in my comments. She says I have the best It's Your Boy Fifth hoodie I rock. She
Oh
actually
yeah?
she got a custom made one. She got one that's like cut underneath her tits, and it's like I think it's black and in like hot pink. It says like It's Your Boy Fifth #1 fan on her hoodie.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and she made that herself.
Yo, so today I got hit up by Cassius Flow.
Oh boy, this should be good. Oh man.
Cassius Flow done told me that he's not working with any label right now. He's love with all labels and he's family to all local labels. And what he wants to do next is get a tattoo of every label that he's family of on him. I said, all right, bro. Well, the Street Magic logo's next. I was like, you gonna put that one on your head too? Well, I put it on the front, on the forehead, right here.
Yeah.
You won't? Go ahead. I won't either. Shit.
Yo,
Not on
I'm
my
fucking
forehead. Fuck.
dying.
But Cassius Flow, man. He's yeah, I don't he's
Cassius,
just
if you're watching, man, we still got that last track you did here chilling, yo. Let me know. You gotta hit me out. Let me know what you want to do with this. Maybe you gotta swing by one more time, yo. And even if you don't record nothing, we can finalize that song for you. Yeah, she has an
He
alright track.
actually, before I forget, he actually asked me to ask you about Party Up when you guys want to film that.
Well, we gotta get Anunnaki's. Anunnaki's on it now.
Right.
Actually, yo, I'm glad you said that. I gotta finish mixing that.
He was like, yeah, remember Party Up? I'm like, yeah. He was like, when we filming that? I'm like, I don't know. Talk to him, bro. It's not my record. I'm like, I don't know other artist schedules and shit. Hold on. This artist is filming his music video on that day.
Yeah. Nah, but sometimes I be forgetting though. I'm only human, bro. I be forgetting about shit. I be forgetting about a lot of shit.
Oh man.
Nah, but I'm with it. Nah, I'm with actually. Oh, that's not.
Let me ask.
That actually fits for me to even release too. Because my last track was Dem Cheese, which is doing quite well. Instead of completely flipping the sound right now, kind of go, you know what I mean? Go from Dem Cheese.
Goes with it to
Kind of
club
goes
record.
with it. Yeah, to a club, you know what I mean? Where it's not so sexual. It's more clubby and about just having a good time.
So, some big
That makes sense.
entertainment headlines. I'll read the headlines, and if we want to talk about it, we'll talk more about it. So, Taylor Swift announces major new releases, a docuseries, and a concert. She's going to drop a 6-episode docuseries and a concert film on Disney Plus starting December 12th. More Taylor Swift. She broke global pop chart records by selling over 4 million units in her first week, with more than 1 million vinyl copies, making it the biggest week ever tracked by Nielsen in the U.S. and number 1 in 18 countries.
Yo.
CBS is launching Boston Blue.
Bro, she's launched 1 million vinyls, bro.
Yeah, first week, 1 million vinyls.
That's fucking insane.
Bro, the vinyl wave is back.
What? Like,
and the vinyls are going for like $40, $50.
Yo, that's wild. And then all the streams too? And then the streams on top of that, like,
man.
But it's Taylor Swift though. That's the machine pushing it, dude. That's like the definition of having people in the right places, we'll say, and having all the right connections.
So speaking of the music industry, know what singers bringing new sound to their music? Charlie Puth. He released a new single signaling the start of a new album, showing an 80s inspired sound and announcing his 4th studio album, Whatever's Clever, for next March.
Well, I've been seeing that a little bit starting to trend up. Riff Raff, yo, he's not really like he's a big but not big name in hip hop, but been around for a long time. His album that he just dropped earlier this year, and even some of the singles he's dropping now, have that wicked 80s like arcade feel to them. You know what I mean? Like even the vocals and shit. I was listening to it. I was like he did a lot of tracks that way. I seen a couple artists that were like some mainstream artists doing the same thing. I was like, huh. Even some of the young cats, yo, like the shit that AJ be fucking not listening to, like my Baby Tron.
Yeah,
Baby Tron, like he's another one that if you listen to the beats, yo, like the samples they use, they're all 80s, yo. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like that Scarface shit, push it to the limit. Like they'll take that song and make like a track out of it. I'm like, that's 80s though, bro. Like maybe even 70s, maybe. You know what I mean?
That's what they're doing. No Diddy, but take hits from the 80s. Make it sound so crazy.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Yo, Aaron Rothwell asked, are you guys Swifties? No. What? Are we Swifties? That's what they call the people that follow Taylor Swift.
I can't even name more than one record of Taylor Swift. And the only record I can name of Taylor Swift's is The Bad Blood because she got Kendrick on it.
Yeah.
I mean, and Kendrick killed that shit. And I don't know how he did it. But, well, I do know how he did it because they made the pop sound stop for his verse and gave it more of a hip hop type beat for his verse and then brought it back to the pop sound when his verse was done. They were like, here, we'll make it rappable.
Yeah, we'll tailor make it for you. Yo, we'll get you in here. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I could.
Yo, so who wants to come on, man? Come on. Stop being afraid. Jump on.
All right, everybody hop on and don't be afraid. We won't
The
attack
link's in the
you.
comments on Aaron's page.
For real. We won't attack nobody. I promise. I mean, we behaving. Yeah, I just can't believe that the No Kings protest the other day, bro, with the dinosaurs. There was a cowboy out there, dressed boots to hat, full cowboy gear. I mean, the only thing he was missing was a lasso. I was waiting for him to pull out a lasso and like try to lasso cars. Like, yeah.
Bro, I seen a video. They had this big blanket that was the Constitution, and they had a guy that was fucking. There were two people that were pulling it out and they were rolling it, and there was like, it looked like 5 bugs dressed up like kind of like Mexican, but they look like bugs. And they had one person that was in the Statue of Liberty with in the fucking that little flame thing she holds. The dude was going around. It was cosplay, but they weren't really doing. But he'd walk around and go pow, and one of the bugs would fall down on top of the Constitution, bro. Like I watched this video, I was looking at it and went, like, what?
Like, what the hell are you guys doing?
What is this? And if you think, and then all right, so it's something, right? Who are you gearing that towards? Because you ain't doing some shit like that and gearing that for 30 or 40-year-olds, bro. Sorry, no, nobody 30 or 40 is looking at that going.
Right.
I'm trying to catch them kids coming right out of high school, right into college, man, but they still kind of immature, so they see that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it still kind of resonates. Like, I don't know.
Like I think it's just wild, the No Kings shit. Earlier on the Sundays podcast, me and Styles was talking about the National Guard in Chicago. Yo, you see a video? There was a rubber bullet hit a fucking minister in the head. So there's a minister that's like standing with the protesters, right? And some of the protesters start throwing shit at the fucking ICE agents and the National Guard. So the National Guard's guy and the ICE agents just start fucking shooting rubber bullets into the crowd. The street sweeper status was. Oh, they'll fuck around and find out. Yeah, well, one of the person that found out was a minister. Praise Lord. Fucking got it right in the head. So he ended up going to the hospital. He's fine, good, got a concussion and shit. But a lot of the gangs are like talking about making a peace treaty to fight against ICE and National Guard. Bro, they're gonna have to bomb blocks like they did in Philly in the 80s. Because these gang members are just gonna run up and start doing drive-bys. And it's not like they could just actively shoot at a civilian.
Bro,
shit's about to get real ugly.
Real quick. Real fucking quick. Bro, that's not good.
We didn't let Chicago get too bad for too long. One thing in America, we don't know how to maintain shit, okay? Like, for example, where I'm from, Fall River, Massachusetts, I don't know if your city does it. Viewers, wherever you live, I don't know if your city or town does this, but it probably does because it's government. So, my city, Fall River, Massachusetts, can't maintain any municipal buildings. They got like these buildings that are like all old and the architecture is beautiful, but guess what? It's run down, got asbestos, the fucking roof falling apart, windows is broken, doors is cracked, all of this shit. And then they wait till it's in disrepair so bad and costs millions of dollars to fix where they're like, damn, we need an investor to come save us, to save the building, or we're gonna have to demolish it. And it's like, you dumb fucks. Why don't you fix the fucking window in the roof when it first broke? Oh, fucked up. Like, why you wait till the bill gets huge? Like, I don't get it. It's not common sense to me.
I don't get it either. It's the same shit. Landlords, they're the same way. Landlords, they'll wait for whatever, like broken window up in the fucking in the attic. You don't fix the broken window. It's every time it rains, it's gonna leak. Over time, it's gonna leak. It's gonna rot. That means that floor is the ceiling of the next floor underneath, and it just continues. You know what I mean? And it becomes now the fucking electrical fails in it. Now you're pulling the fucking ceiling down and fixing the thing because you just didn't repair the fucking window when it first happened. You know what I mean? Like it just becomes a trickle down.
And the window would have been such a cheaper fix.
Wait, exactly.
Then the fucking floor and the electrical.
Now it's like, bro, what it costs you is $400, we'll say, to send someone up there to fix the shit for a day, all right? Even though it's not, whatever. Say it's $400. Everything I just mentioned, which is one of many things that could happen. Now you're looking at like $4,000. So
and in both those apartments, you gotta put the people up somewhere while you're doing it.
Exactly.
Like fucking fix the window.
Mm-hmm.
Like this in Florida, Mass, there's something called a Bank Street Armory. It's like there used to be a military armory, and then they did like young Marines there. They had boot camp academies there, but big basketball court in the middle, bunch of bleachers inside, and a bunch of offices. They got like upstairs, all types of shit. The building's falling the fuck apart. But the nostalgia of the building for Fall River doesn't want to let it go. But we can't afford to fix it. So the building, like, they used to be WWF matches there. Like Hulk Hogan went on Joe Rogan and got the place wrong. He said it was a high school, but it wasn't a high school. It was Bank Street Armory. But he got fired from the WWF in the Bank Street Armory for taking the Rocky role. The original Vince McMahon fired him. And he's on Joe Rogan, and he was like, I got fired in this little city called Fall River, Massachusetts for taking a Rocky role. He was like, I was in a high school. But, like, they used to have bigger acts come by and whatever was popping. Now what people don't understand, they're like, oh, we should make it a rec center or do the same type of events there. Population's bigger and people want bigger for these events. You're not getting a big name to pop in this little gymnasium like they used to. They want a fucking arena. They want something bigger so they can get more bang for their buck, more ticket sales. They got their name out there more, so they got bigger fan bases than they ever used to.
Well, you're not lying. You're not lying.
Like, look at these musicians back in the day. They'd be lucky if their records sold 1 million records. And that was like over the duration of like a year.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
We just mentioned Taylor Swift, and her Swifties pushing 1 million vinyls the first week.
In the digital age, that's crazy.
I mean, like,
bro,
this ain't the 70s. So they pushed 1 million vinyls the first week. And then 4 million are the sales from the streaming. So, like, the numbers are just inflated with everything. So, for, like, space for those type of events, you're going to need inflated space. You're going to need more space. That space isn't sufficient enough anymore. I'd love to see it done for something, but people in the city want national acts and all this other shit. Bro, if I was a national act, I ain't popping up in that building. It ain't big enough. I mean, it's just not. And because of the historical registry of the building, you have to keep the basketball court. So there was a developer that wanted to make apartments inside of the building and then have like a basketball court in the middle.
Oh, no shit.
And make it like all market rate apartments. He got a building right across the street that another like mill type historical building that he already did apartments to, and the shit's like mint. But everybody's against all the market rate because it raises prices up of everything.
Yeah, raising land value, but only for
Right.
the immediate area. Well, I guess that yeah, the people. All right, so you're saying for the building across the street to it. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Well, the people across the street, they kind of want it because it's the dude's name's Alan Macamber. He's got the Durfee Tech building and across the street he wanted Bank Street Armory. So Durfee Tech's already done. Cool. He wanted to buy Bank Street Armory and another building over there and build like a 3-building
Yeah,
campus area for his apartment area. So he wanted to build like his own neighborhood. Had the money and the funds to do it.
and they
And the
got voted
city
down.
fought it because the voters were like, nah, we want to refurbish that building and make it like a rec center for the youth. We got a brand new boys club in the middle of the city, like a multi-million-dollar boys and girls club that's bigger than this building and already operational and open. And they're not pulling the kids in. So why are we going to rehab this building and spend millions on it for nostalgia to bring the kids in?
The kids
When you're not
aren't gonna
even,
want
I mean, like,
it. Yep,
I
it's
look
a
at the
waste.
money part of it.
Yeah, that's a waste. Hell yeah, those funds could be allocated, like you said, to something else. And if you put people there, I mean, how many people were projected to be there? 1,000 out of those 3 buildings, 500. You add
Right.
that's 500 more incomes. That's 500 more, car notes. Like it generates money in
Yeah.
every
And
avenue.
those taxes that they spend back into the city
Yeah, they're
get
paying right.
taxed on the businesses, and the
Mhm.
businesses give it to the city,
It's
and that
growth.
will fund the
It's
schools
growth.
and
Yep,
everything else.
exactly.
It's
Putting
a
apartment buildings is
trickle
probably
up
smart.
effect, but people don't know the ladder up. They just know the trickle down. It's cool. I mean, like,
Yeah, but it's not cool though. You know what I
right,
mean?
it's
It's like
not.
not
Yo, because it
like
keeps things looking like shit, bro. I drive down the middle of my city. They got this old police station. Bro, the building like looks dope. It's like one of them old stone buildings, dope architecture, real detailed on it. Like there's like carvings in the stone,
okay.
fucking marble poles in the front, fucking fancy looking shit for an old police station. Shit's run down. I've been in the building since it's been run down. All right. Me and one of my boys ain't gonna put his name out there. Fucking, we busted into a back window that was already open and walked around. Bro, the floors are falling through. The fucking walls are peeling. The ceilings are just bowed like this. There was fucking so many dead animals all over the fucking place.
They need to just fucking demolish it, man. I know it's historical and shit, man, but it's past its point. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
in
like
fucking disarray, man. Like it's
if
gotta go.
people could really see what it looks like inside, they just see the outside where like the old architecture holds its value.
Mm.
They're like, oh, we can rehab it and reinvest into it. Da, da, da. So we've tried to bid it out to people. We've had a few people look at it, take the bid, put a bid on it, go inside, do estimates to fix it, and be
Mm.
like, nah, y'all can have it back.
I bet.
Like, I'm
It's
good.
gotta go because it needs to get gutted. That's why.
Bro, they wanted to make it a boutique hotel, kind of like that hotel, what's it, the Harbor in New Bedford, that's
Oh,
downtown.
yeah.
So it kind of would have looked like that, right? That was their vision for it. They shot that down. They're like, we don't want a hotel downtown. I'm like, that is the dumbest thing a city could say.
No shit. Why?
You
Why?
want people in your downtown. So if you put a hotel there, that means people are paying to stay in your downtown.
And then they're gonna want to walk around and see shit, do shit, fucking Uber that, go there, like
Yeah,
spend money, Commerce, like.
common sense is very uncommon in 2025, bro.
Bro, what the fuck you mean? Like, and they're already doing mad projects down by the water, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Don't they got that whole fucking multi-billion-dollar project going on now? So it's like, what are you doing that for? If you're not trying to attract tourism, you're a
If
coastal
Fall River
city.
does the
It's a
waterfront,
coastal city,
right?
yo. I'm saying it's a
The,
coastal city. Why
yeah,
wouldn't they? Like,
bro, if Fall River does the waterfront, right, Bristol County will benefit. If they do the waterfront wrong, which they're probably gonna fuck up,
oh nah.
then it won't even benefit Fall River. Like, bro, in Swansea, Mass, they just built a fucking castle, okay? There's a castle off Route 6. It used to be like a mini golf field and like batting cages. The fucking building a castle, bro. So, like, except for the sides. The sides is like a normal building, but the front, complete castle. And they got kayaking in the building, go-karts, a lazy river, hang gliding. They're gonna have a restaurant, swimming pools, water slides, fucking a bar, an entertainment venue, all
That's
in
what it
this
is.
one building.
So that's what it is. It's just a fucking variety of come to this one spot and it's got a little something for everybody. I mean, literally everybody. Damn, bro,
And then
shit.
Swansea was smart. They built up a bunch of hotels along Route 6 where this fucking
Yeah,
castle is.
People stay over. It's multi-dayed. They can do different things, bro.
It's kind of like a Great Wolf Lodge, just different, just a castle version.
Yep.
So picture King Richard's Fair meets Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
They did. Caitlin in the comments says, everybody has flaws fallen today. 450-pound girl fell through the effing floor today. Excuse me as I die. Who is this 450-pound girl that fell through the floor?
Yo, you got a video? You see it online? Send the clip in. Yo, let's watch that shit.
For real.
I'm about to type in 450-pound girl fell through.
I'm about to go on YouTube right now, see if there's a visual of a 450-pound. That's what I'm typing in too. 450-pound girl falls through floor. See what pulls up. Watch there be more than one video. Falls through floor. That's an AI one of a lady getting pulled up into a tornado. Nah, there's just mad videos of big girls falling down. So we don't get people angry of like weight shaming, of fucking fat shaming, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah. I want to see the one that fell through the floor today.
For real.
Like,
I want to see that
that's
cow.
the one the topic, not the other big girls. Like shit. That's funny shit though. That's scary though. Just imagine being underneath.
Imagine what that sounded like, bro.
It sounded like they dropped a bomb. Yo, a car at my house. Nope. Just the lady upstairs fell down.
450 pounds come through. Yo, I'm looking at my ceiling right now. If I'm 6 foot, I probably got.
Bro, it's gonna break your neck.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
You're dead.
How did
if
you
weren't
die?
dead, I would say if you weren't dead, you probably wish you'd be dead. Because if like you ain't having no quality of life, bro, I would compress everything in your back. Like,
now, listen, this is where it could be tricky by law. Now, if the 450-pound lady fall through the floor and kill you by accident, then no charges because that's an accident. But if she jumped and then falls through the floor and kills somebody, are you responsible for like knowing that you 450 pounds and you should not be jumping on like a second or third floor? Like, are you responsible for the death? I would sue. I'd be like, you know better.
Right?
You know that the floor, you shouldn't be jumping.
You know better. You know your knees can't even handle that kind of shock.
Like, come on. Yeah, we're getting canceled after this one. You're going to have a big girl parade in the comments.
Right?
Fucking throwing Twinkie emojis. Fucking donuts and
those
shit.
Cosmic cupcakes.
But that's just crazy. I think that.
All right, so who's on, man? Who's gonna come on? Come on. Jump up on, man. Let's talk
Yeah.
about something.
Who's coming on today?
Who's jumping on?
Y'all got 10 seconds.
Come on. If you need
Just
a link,
forward the link to a bunch of people and just say hop on. That's what I'm about to do right now. I see Richard Branco in the comments. Hop on.
Jump on. Let's talk about something.
I mean, the link is in the comment section below.
Aaron, you should jump on if you're still on. Jump on. Talk about something. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. This is free publicity for anybody who has like businesses or brands.
Do music, you sell something.
Like, if you do that, you can hop on real quick and be like, yo, this is what I do. And hey, let me talk about it.
Yeah, we'll ask you questions about it.
It just, gives back. It's our way of giving back and saying, hey, you can hop on and talk about whatever, pretty much. But I'm gonna send this to a few people that pop up in Messenger. Let me see who might hop on. A lot of these people look scared just from their profile pictures.
Right. Come on, Aaron, jump on. You all up in the comments over here. Let's have a conversation about something.
Yeah. I'll send this out. All right. But let's see what else is trending this week. What is trending in America this week? Actually, fuck that. Hold on. What is trending in Massachusetts this week? Because we here in Massachusetts, so we're going to put on for Massachusetts. Fuck all y'all other states. You don't like our license plate when we drive through, and you call us an asshole without even knowing us.
Bro, you see the new one? The new license plate? The new Massachusetts license plate?
No, which one?
Fucking blue. Got the little fucking red crest looking thing on it.
Oh, yeah, that's the constitutional plate.
I seen a bunch of them recently. I was like, what the fuck is this?
All right, so top Massachusetts news this week. The fucking plane crash in Dartmouth.
Yo, yeah.
Forgot about that. So
what was that, Monday? Yeah, it was Monday.
Yeah, just imagine just driving down Dartmouth, bro, and your car get hit by a plane. Yo, the people in the plane died. The person in the car survived.
Yeah, my girl, my girl said that she saw the interview for it, and the lady said that I guess the plane hit her head on, and the plane hit the car, and she saw it coming, and she ducked underneath the steering wheel, and that's why she only got hurt. She goes, if she had been up, probably would have been dead. You know what I mean? Probably would have been like the cap ripped off. She ducked underneath the steering wheel and fucking hit.
That's just wild, dude.
That she said she saw the interview for. I was like, what?
Telling that story to your kids, your grandkids, your friends, somebody over a drink be like, so I survived the plane crash, right? Head-on collision with a plane. They're like, what the fuck? How'd that happen? Well, I was driving down Dartmouth. Like, wait a minute, you were driving
on a highway, bro. I mean, it was funny because when she said it to me, the first thing I said to myself, I go, there's 3 lanes there. I'm like, what lane was she in? Because I just think of it like this. I'm driving, right? I see a plane coming at me. My reaction is to get the fuck out of the way. You have lanes, like there's room to move. You could avoid a single plane, you know what I mean? Because it was
there was traffic there and other people in the way.
True, but then if that was the case, wouldn't other cars have got fucked up too? Like, plane hitting, you know what I mean? That's the destruction. If it's that kind of traffic where you can't move, I would want. I mean, I don't know. She's like, then I go like, my girl, she goes, well, maybe she froze, and I'm like, yeah. Flight or fright. If she walked up like, oh shit, and then didn't know what to do,
and then just ducked last minute.
Yeah,
that's probably what happened.
I put myself in that position. Like, damn, if I saw, I would just fuck out.
Yeah,
You know what I
just
mean? Like,
move.
crazy.
All right, what else? Massachusetts is not popping this week because the second biggest news story for Massachusetts: rare calico lobster found off Massachusetts coast.
All right, hold on. Yo, I know something to talk about. Our governor is feeling the heat because of the natural gas and electric bills that we've all been getting. So we've been getting
Yes,
those
there we
raised.
go. We can talk about that.
So we've been getting those raised bills a lot. Well, come to find out, she said she's doing everything she can. Blah blah blah. I'm talking to him, and it comes up back in 2022. She did an interview, and this is her way to get her way of getting elected was I ran and I killed two gas pipelines coming into Massachusetts, which would have obviously added more supply. You add more supply to something, the demand, you know what I mean? Like supply and demand, the price will come down. Now we can't because she blocked two pipelines coming in. But now she's going to go talk to the energy people about trying to lower our electric bills and our gas bills.
Yeah, that's
So bills through the roof. Because I don't know if most people see their bills. We have to ask ourselves this question. Let's just say you use $125 worth of electricity. How the hell is the delivery charge $175? So now your bill's $300 for that month.
yeah, the delivery is more than the usage
every time, and by a lot now, bro. By a lot.
It don't make no fucking sense.
Close.
At this point, can I pick it up myself?
For real, bro. I'm like, where is she coming from, bro? Are we literally getting shit from like across seas? How the fuck are we paying more than like what you use? The delivery should never be more than
producing much here in Massachusetts anymore, so we got to get it shipped there. Now, Roger Payton in the comments brought up street takeover in Fall River.
Are you talking about tonight? Like right now? Like actively?
No, it seems to be the biggest Massachusetts story. So about a week or so ago, there was 200 cars on Route 79 Duval Street in Fall River, Massachusetts. Right by the waterfront. They shut down the highway. So they parked their cars at the lights and they had people doing burnouts in the middle of the intersection. Cops couldn't get through, fire trucks. There was a problem with an ambulance trying to get through at first. And the ambulance alerted the police. Cops came. 6 people were arrested out of 200 cars. And they all sped off different directions. And you got to think the way that the highway is designed over there, there's exit and access points everywhere. You can enter the city like 3-4 different ways in a matter of a minute and leave the city in 3-4 different ways in a matter of a minute, all on that one strip. So it makes sense to me that they only caught 5 out of 2 or 6 out of 200. Roger Payton they blocked both off both roads to the hospitals.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's like someone's life could fucking be at stake at that point. That could
So like my thing is don't play with the roads for the hospitals.
Yeah.
But I feel like Fall River and these areas should put places where these kids could race. Sign a waiver.
Isn't Seacock have one?
Seacock Speedway. Yeah. And the place is packed all the time. They to the point where they're gonna have the traffic cops out in the highway on Route 6 directing traffic to pull into the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like this shit's a sports game.
Yeah, it's popular.
So if I'm Fall River, instead of having the governor and the police chief do press conferences talking about arresting people, I'm like, damn, that's 200 people that would have bought tickets and signed a waiver to go race on a strip if I had one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they down here anyways. So let me build a strip, have a lawyer put something in writing where I make a bunch of copies, these people sign it. I'm not liable for any injuries, any accident, this and that. You are to abide by these rules or we kick you off the track. bunch of shit. Make sure everybody's covered legally. Let these people sign the waivers as consenting adults with licenses and drive over there and make a profit off of it and make it a tourist attraction.
Yep.
Because
Little
Seacon
boutique
Speedway
shops
always
pop up.
packs the fuck out.
Get a little food spot, a little boutique shop, fucking toys, this, whatever, bro. You make a killing.
You got problems in New Bedford with street takeovers?
Not that I've seen. I don't really go out a lot either. I'm not gonna cap you. I'm really like a homebody.
So every Friday, Saturday night on the industrial park area of Fall River got its own Fast and the Furious. And Riggenbach Road, Airport Road area. And the thing about over there, that these kids are smart. Well, whoever's racing, they're smart. It's on the border of Fall River and Freetown. And right at the border of Fall River and Freetown is a Cumberland Farms gas station. So they'd race on the Fall River side. The Fall River cops get called. They'd go into Freetown, pull into the gas station, go get gas, go inside, get something to drink. Now they're not committing any crime by the time the cops show up. And then they just, consume what they just bought for food legally until these cops leave and then go race again. And then they've even done swatting calls where they send cops to the south end of Fall River while they're in the north end. And they're like, oh, there's a shooting over there. Da, da, da. When I was doing the live streams covering the police calls, I had to scan around. I'm like, oh, shit, the shooting in the projects. We got to go over there and get the shooting. So I'm pulling up. I'm about to go film, fucking get the shooting on the live and discuss what's happening in the project. People are like, there ain't no shots fired. Ain't nobody got shot. There's nothing over here. There was nobody outside, no nothing. Like, it was just regular. So, like, the cops was asking people, like, hey, you hear shots fired? They're, like, talking to old ladies, and old ladies like, nah, it's been peaceful.
Nothing going on here. That
So,
makes sense. Send them to the other side of town so they can do shit by when they do get the call. It's still going to take them 20 minutes to get there.
right. And then right off on the Airport Road area, because there's an Amazon over there, they built a highway exit just for right over there.
So now it's easy in and out.
Exactly. So they're either Fall River, Freetown, back road, or highway. Now you got to cover all those aspects to stop them and catch them, but they know that you can't because you don't have the manpower. So there's too many of them to stop it. So instead of throwing money wasting at it, find a way to make money out of it, in my opinion. Because apparently they're not stopping. Bro, I got caught up behind these races one time, right? I hear a call racing over there. I pull up. I get there just as they're leaving the race, right? I'm at a stop sign. No bullshit, bro. There had to have been 250 cars. Just I couldn't go. They were like on each other's ass, going like 50, 60 miles an hour, just flying down. And I'm like, all right, when will this stop? Like,
right. The
bro, there was trucks, there was fucking souped up minivans, there was like mad Hondas, Acuras, Lexuses, Benzes, BMWs. It was pickup trucks. Fucking, it looked like a Fast and the Furious movie. And they just all went. And then finally, like, waited 15, 20 seconds in case there was a random straggler. And then went. And then I was like, you know what? I don't even want to be caught up in this crowd right now. Because
you look like you're part of
it. Nope.
He said no.
Well, fuck all that. Got regular wheels, not no racing shit. The fuck I look like.
Yeah, racing could be a good attraction. Yeah.
Roger Payne put, right? Make it not a waste of taxpayer dollars, but a gain of new commerce for the city. Racing could be a good attraction for Fall River. Okay, fucking NASCAR makes billions a year. Billions. In Fall River, they bought a farm that's like 10 acres of land, and it's all just normal, natural habitat. They it's not manicured land or farmland or anything. It's just
Raw
wilderness,
land. Yeah.
and it's for field trips for the kids. The mayor said. However, the school committee meetings are saying that they don't have money for these kids to go on field trips because they can't afford the extra transportation on the buses right now. So if you ain't got money to take the kids on the field trip and pay for the bus, why we buy all this land for field trips?
Yeah, but when
Use
you
that
buy
land for
land,
something else.
yeah, but if they bought land, that's a one-time payment too. Unless they lease the shit, they're paying it like on the year. You know what I mean? But if they bought
Not,
that land,
what
shouldn't
I'm
that just be
saying
like,
is they bought it, but they're not using it. So they just wasted millions of dollars on this land to use it for field trips, but it's not getting used because you can't afford the buses for the
mm,
field trips.
somebody bought that for some other reason?
Right, to
somebody,
just sit on it.
yeah, yeah. Until their buddy, the developer, wants, hey, let me buy this off you, put up X in this
Right,
position, commercial shit, or like someone else comes in, they want, oh, I
right.
want 2 high rises, 3 high rises over here.
Yeah, so
Uh,
it's like over there should be, in my opinion, some type of like stadium or arena shit. Some big enough where you can bring a big name.
yeah,
Look how unknown Foxborough was until Foxborough Stadium was built. And then they revamped it by building Gillette. And then the whole compound with all the stores over there now.
that's crazy. And then north and south of this, nothing but big commercial or big industrial over there. That's a huge money making area.
So it's like,
That's real money right there.
that's how you don't raise taxes. You got to bring revenue into the city. You got to make somebody else pay your bill. And if they not coming to your area, they can't pay your bill because they're not sitting at the table for the bill.
No, but I think what you put up earlier was it Roger Payton. I think he's a good like he's actually right. Like racing would be a good attraction. You know what I mean?
Go find
Yeah.
something to make our city more appealing to the rest of the state.
Well,
Agreed.
racing.
J. Rev put CDL school bus drivers don't get paid enough. For
What
real.
do they get paid?
Yeah, I don't know.
Me neither. Well,
But
apparently, whatever it is not enough.
yeah, for real. You got to think to deal with the kids nowadays, 2025. I bet it's not enough.
Oh yeah, disrespectful ass motherfuckers. We always seen those videos. Kids in class like fucking going up to the teacher like straight punking them and shit, screaming in their face, swearing at them, hitting them with shit.
No, if I was involved in the school system now, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably be nervous to go to school, bro.
Hell yeah.
Just the way society is with all like these school shootings and all this other shit.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's something that maybe will get ingrained in the kids' brains. Like, hey, leave the weirdos alone. Don't bully people. Fucking be nice to people. Because if you don't, you're gonna fuck around and find out.
Bad things might happen.
So actions have reactions, and some people's reactions might be to the extreme. You don't know. So it's like,
So don't fuck around and don't find out.
yeah. Flea said, my son told me the kids in Durfee, the way they act towards teachers is horrible. Bullying, punking. Roger said, where's another location I know people used to race? Mariano, Bishop Boulevard, near that McDonald's. Kids love to rev their engines over there. Yeah, the Ave would be too closed off. They built too many stores on the Ave and that marketplace area. The casino right over in Tiverton. That whole strip. Yeah, there's no room for racing. I think they should be more like,
Yo, why don't y'all come on? Roger, come on.
yeah,
You
hit the
listen,
link
come
in the
on.
comments.
Flea, come on.
Like, what do you think New Bedford could do to bring in more fucking tourism? Like, what would you as a New Bedford resident want in New Bedford?
Kind of have it already. They're kind of already. I was gonna say like obviously it's like being like part of the hip hop scene, and there is a scene in New Bedford. They already kind of have a nice little place to go. They revitalized downtown already with a cobblestone area that's really like right on the water. It's like it's really
Yeah.
really nice. I mean, what could New Bedford do?
Now you mentioned the cobblestone area,
Yeah.
bro. I like it and don't like it. I think that the cobblestone streets they should make no driving
All right. Yeah.
because
It would
yo,
hurt.
that's gonna fuck up the car driving on the cobblestone.
It sounds retarded. I hate going down there. My car is just like,
Yeah,
what
and
the
the
fuck?
feeling is
Bro?
ridiculous.
I know.
Like you
I
literally
hate that
gotta
shit.
just roll on it and like no gas.
I fucking hate
Like
it.
you
It's
fuck
good.
your
It's good
shit
for the
up.
walk though. Like I get the look of it. I mean, I guess like all right. So I guess for New Bedford, it would be more housing. So for instance, kind of by like where I live, they had one of those mills that was up, and they rented it out, and they redid the entire thing. And the whole time it's there, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't pay attention to it. I'm like, well, that's gonna be housing. So I'm like, yo, you can put mad units in there, and there's more housing, whether it be government, private, whatever.
Right.
Come to find out, it's a storage facility. I'm like, this really like we need another storage facility here. Like that, it's a perfect place for fucking housing, dude.
See, I think that's crazy that you say housing for New Bedford because in Fall River they are so anti any type of apartments, and the reason why is because they're mad that the developers are making all market rate right now. However, in my opinion, if you build a bunch of brand new market rate and you build before the population increases, you kind of give first dibs to the residents that already had their landlords jack it up. And if you live in a normal apartment, one of these old apartments that got like a space heater and all this other shit, and you paying like $1,500 for a 2 bedroom, but now you got this market rate apartment that's $1,700 for a 2 bedroom, but it's state of the art. It's got washer dryer hookup. You got a gym downstairs, a pet grooming salon, fucking the parking lot's got a security guard. You gonna fork up that extra $200 for everything all brand new. You know what I mean? The majority of people will move on up and move into these other places. And then these landlords will have a hard time with the rents that they have with these old apartments and will be forced to lower their rents because their apartments ain't as appealing as the new ones. People will go to these landlords like, okay, well, what do you offer? And they'll be like, the apartment. And they'll be like, so you don't have a gym? You don't have a movie theater downstairs? Like, no, I don't have a movie theater for you.
More of that all-in-one community kind of thing, and like they build 4 buildings, and in the middle has all the amenities. I can see that. I can see that moving forward. It even makes sense to what they're talking about. If you pay attention to like the World Economic Forum and talk about Agenda 2030, they talk about these 15-minute cities where everything you could possibly need or want will be within a 15-minute radius, so that we don't have to go hours and hours away. By that going on, we reduce carbon emissions or whatever, because instead of me driving like 3 hours to go to work and 2.5 hours coming home, 5 hours, like everything I'll need to be doing will be within 15
Right.
minutes. So it reduces everyone's carbon footprint overall.
Yeah.
I can see that kind of being like that already, because like you're saying, think, well, if you took 3 or 4 3-families, the amount of lot space that it takes up, and you demolish that, you could build a building such as we're saying would house more people and actually have more amenities.
Yeah, like in Fall River, a lot of what they're doing is like the old mills and factories. Like you said, New Bedford, they made a storage facility.
Yeah.
Like they did that with one of the factories in Fall River, but they also have
Providence did that shit. Like a lot of provinces like that. A lot of their mills have been turned into like
into all apartments.
Yeah,
they're all lofts, market rate, and it's like these developers want the market rate apartments upstairs, the community center, gym, and all the amenity shit downstairs, but also stores and restaurants on the ground level, which is genius because the developer builds a a hamster wheel for the tenants to just go downstairs to the store and to the restaurant and what have you, and go over to the next building for that restaurant. And now you
Exactly.
build a
Yep. Yep.
community in a neighborhood that's literally walking, and like you
Mhm.
said, removes the carbon footprint. It makes it more walkable, like a Boston or a downtown Providence. And that's how they're going to redesign all these cities. And Fall River and New Bedford are two of those cities, because in Massachusetts, there's 26 gateway cities, and Fall River and New Bedford are both a gateway city.
And we're the biggest cities on the southeast shore.
Right.
Other than taking away Cape Cod, like think about it, like
Yeah.
we're the two biggest cities.
Now, Roger says one rent should come down to 1/3 everyone's income level. 1/3 of your income level mathematically would make it easier to save money and be able to make it stretch as well. Ideally, yeah, but no, because if I'm a landlord, bro, I think that these apartments should be appraised before each lease, and that the landlord have a cap in a room on what you can give for rent. Like, all right, here's a 2-bedroom. You can charge anywhere from $1,300 to $1,700. You have a $400 leeway. Get your money wherever you fit, but it's valued in that price range. So give a price range so that way these landlords can't just say, "Hey, my $1,500 apartment is now $4,000 a month. So either you pay the $4,000 or I have to evict you." I mean, like,
Or ready, or instead of capping what somebody can make, you take that same exact thought you said and flip it and say, all right, government already takes in trillions of dollars a year. So let's say we evaluated it at 1,500, but the landlord wants 1,750. The
right,
government has to pay the $250 a month extra. The tenant still has to pay the 1,500. The
that works.
landlord still gets the 1,750, because I hear what you're saying, but I don't like it, because now you're capping what you're
The
essentially capping
landlord and the
somebody's
capitalism is.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This way, this kind of keeps us going. Still, it is, I guess, technically socialism a little bit, because now the government's paying it, but it should be debt and obligated free. And yeah, that'd be a huge bill for everyone, but it would encourage people. You know what I mean? It would encourage the capitalism to move forward without capping the
Right.
economy
Yeah.
on it. You
Because
know
it
what I mean?
wouldn't stop capitalism. It would give people a hand up,
Yeah,
and instead of a handout. And it's like, all right, we'll cover a portion, because a lot of that they do already, but they don't just structure it right.
yeah.
Bro, like, I know people that live in the projects that technically, like, shouldn't be living in the projects. Like, legally they're living there, but like they paying top rent, and they salary like 80,000, 90,000 a year.
That's
Like,
crazy.
what you doing paying $900 in the project? Like, you can afford it, a normal
Yeah,
place. Give that space to somebody who needs it, so we can fix this problem that we have. I think that, like, once you have a high enough salary and you're still in housing or whatever, they should reevaluate it. Like, all right, you got 90 days to get out. Like, your salary's been at this much. We can tell that you don't need this housing anymore.
they probably do. I think they do have that. I think it's people have probably found a way to get around actually disclosing how much somebody makes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
friends, like you're saying. So and so lives there, but so and so plus one lives there. Well, the plus one's the one making the 80 grand a year, but they're not on the lease, so their income isn't
Me
counted.
bringing
You know
this
what I
up,
mean?
my example is the person that's on the lease is the one making the money.
Oh gosh, all right. So
And
it's
like,
counted.
this isn't even
Who's not
counting.
looking at it? So they're not looking at it. Like they
Nah,
don't.
they just charging max rent. They're like, okay, you make too much, so you get the top rent.
But
And
they're
the
still in
top
the
rent is
projects
still
versus.
under 1,000.
So they're not
Not
even making them go on their own. They're giving them. I see what you're saying. I
just
see.
saying, okay, we'll keep you here. We're not gonna
Yeah.
force you out, but you
And
just
you're
pay the
saying
most.
fucking, and then you're saying that slot could be for someone who really needs it versus someone who's
Right.
just a. Yeah, I got you. I
Like,
got you.
now, like, okay, we found out that you don't
Mm,
need it no more. You got a time frame to get the fuck
yeah.
out, so I can give it to somebody who needs it.
Yep. No, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Absolutely.
Like, no. Like, it's like Roger says you have to take into account how much the numbers of homeless city residents are increasing in the city. And if Flea said just goes off their paychecks whether they pay 400 or 2,000. Their rent goes off the amount they paycheck. That's all that is. Right. So it's gonna go off their paycheck and they're gonna pay top rent, but
No,
their
but
salary.
what Aaron's saying is they shouldn't be in those places. If you're making, and I can tell you this right now, if you're making $80,000 a year, if you're making $60,000 a year, you shouldn't be living in the projects, bro. Like seriously,
Right.
$60,000 a year, your rent could be like 1,500, and you're not gonna be living like a millionaire. But you're not gonna
I
worry
mean,
about having food on the table. You're gonna have all of the amenities normal people have,
yeah.
cable, all that bullshit. Like if you're living like a normal person, yeah, you may not have but a couple $100 in your checking account or something, but you'll be able to survive, and you wouldn't need the place where the assistance is actually like that slot's being taken from that person. That person could be out in a regular apartment that opens up that slot for someone else that needs it to come in.
Now, Roger says what I'm trying to say is the expensive rent is causing the increasing numbers of homelessness. See, I disagree. I think with the rents, they're
I mean, he's
going
not
to
wrong.
fix
He's not
itself out.
wrong.
Well, not in a sense, but
Yeah.
I feel like you bring in more good apartments in Fall River because Fall River, same like New Bedford, has a shitload of 3 tenements and 6 tenements all across the city.
Mm-hmm.
And half of them haven't been touched since the 70s, 60s.
Mine.
So people are living in older shit. You bring newer shit in, the people that are paying these high rents for these normal old apartments that ain't been touched since the 70s will go to the newer places, which will force the landlord to reassess and say, hey,
Probably to
nobody's
update.
nobody's
They're
renting.
they're probably going to update their old apartments then at that point to bring it up and bring the value up.
Yep.
Well, no, I no that and that's the right thing to
And if
do.
they don't update it, they lower their rent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but what he's saying is because everyone is doing that, the rents are going up higher now. But the amount of money for people, this is why more homelessness is caused because they
Right.
can't. Everybody's landlord just up their fucking rent three or
Yeah.
four hundred
This
dollars
is
almost
where it
across the
comes
city.
into like a whole big melting pot. And this is where it's
Yeah,
got to get done right. And the politicians got to do it right. Bringing in these people that can afford these rents, it means that they work in some type of career that has that salary that they make X amount of dollars a year.
it's not
If
them though.
we
It's
bring
not those
more of
people.
those companies to the city, more jobs will be available that'll pay more.
It's the people underneath those people though that are having the problem. The people you're saying are going to be fine because they have career jobs. It's
Yeah,
the people underneath them in the career hierarchy, we'll call it, right? Like that section of people,
yeah,
they don't like it because the way the economy's set up now is they have two choices. They can either become homeless and ruin their lives, or they're gonna have to step it up even more than most. So they'll have like that entry level job. They're gonna have to go do a Uber Eats 3-4 nights out of the week. They're not gonna be having that chill time with their friends and shit in
right,
order to survive. And this is the make or break with that generation. Most of them aren't built having to do more. They're thinking about
right,
doing less. So a lot of them are starting to fall off. But we're coming down to that, like, are you willing to have a 40-hour week job, make whatever you need to make, and then say, this isn't enough. You 40-hour week Bertista or whatever the fuck, you serve
right.
coffee or whatever, and this isn't enough to live. You may have to like then go out on your weekends, maybe also 2 or 3 nights during the week, and
Mhm.
do these side gigs, Uber, or
Right.
whatever that's to generate money. That's to me is where people are going to make a break now.
But the disconnect is people bitch and complain that they want better things in the city. The better things cost money
Yeah,
and
yep,
increases the price on everything. So
increases
if you
value.
want them $500 rents for a 2 bedroom, expect nothing in your community. Don't
Yeah.
expect the roads to be paved.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect sidewalks to be nice and not have cracks in them. Expect there to be a drug problem and a crime problem.
Yep.
and all of that shit. That's what you
Oh,
get
like
for
dirty water.
$500 a
Yeah.
month for 2 bedrooms. If you want these brand new schools, manicured parks, these streets paved, you want all these events free for the community, you're
Nothing's
going to
free.
pay that by the taxes on these homeowners. And these homeowners are going to pass that down to the renters. And guess what? We all bitch that we wanted these nice, fancy things. They all raise property value, which increases all these taxes.
You'd
Like
ask
every
yourself,
time we get
you're going to do more to
a
get it.
new national food chain in the city, prices are going up. It just happens. Like Fall River just brought in Raising Cane's, and then
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A and the Chipotle. Yeah, that whole area's property value, all of those houses went up about 100,000 because of those things in the community. Now their taxes got spiked because their property value's up. And it's like, well, you wanted the city to bring this in. You complained and told the politicians, hey, we want this, we want that. Well, when you go to the store to buy something, you got to pay for it.
Even the train fucking that just came down here,
Mm-hmm.
it raised rents everywhere, even around my area, even in my building. I was looking around, I was like, damn, bro, like, and it's
Yeah.
everywhere too. It isn't just like, all right, my landlord's being asked, his landlord's being asked there. It's a conglomerate, bro. They all
It's because
up there.
everybody's bills went up.
Yep.
The landlord's bills went up. All their taxes went up
It
because
happened in
property
Brockton
value.
same thing in Brockton when I was a kid. I remember like just when I was about to be 18, I was like, yo, rents, what I was making, because I ended up coming out of high school getting right into the laborers union. So this is when, like, to put in perspective, I was making $25 an hour when minimum wage was $5 an hour. So yo,
Right.
I was getting paid like. So I'm looking to like get my own place. I'm like, yo, rent's mad cheap. Like I can afford this. Looking at my car payment, I'm like, I'm being on my own. I'll be able to like do this on my own word. And then the fucking train pulled up in Brockton, and rents went like, obviously not double, but they're like something that was like $1,000 was like 1,500, 1,600, maybe 1,700. Like it went up like 25%, 30%. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
This is when I was a kid. Then I come down here, been chilling down here for the last like 8 years, and then the fucking train pulls up. Same thing again. I'm like, yo, seen this twice in my life.
Yeah, Roger says, I didn't want to say it a while back, but people that said bringing the train to Bristol County would increase rent prices. We're making the city a tourist destination. But at the same time, people that live here should be able to afford their rent, and the prices are crazy, mainly because of greed. But the voters asked for this. The voters begged for this. We complained on Facebook. We told our politicians, we want more, we want better, we want this. We voted yes on the train. Every action has a reaction.
We all thought, oh, it's going to help ease traffic. And it will. It will. But now you got to ask yourself, is the increase in your rent every month worth the little bit of traffic that, because how many people are really not going to drive their car and take the train?
Right.
I bet you it's like 10%, and that's probably on the high end.
I think that they got to lower the rates of the train during the week, and they'll get more ridership. Because during the week, it's like $20-something.
I don't think it's the money, bro. I think it's the time. I think people evaluate it by time versus money. You know what I mean? Like I know it costs more money to drive, but when they're looking at it, like to go from Fall River to Boston in the train versus you driving, it's probably twice the time. That means people got to get up earlier.
Well, not because I've took the train. So I've personally been on the train from Fall River to Boston half a dozen times already, and there was only one time that it was a little late, and that was because I fucked up. I didn't hear the thing when they said I had to get off in Taunton and then fucking do the layover and switch to the other one. So my dumbass fucking fucked up. So that was on me. You know what I mean? That wasn't a T problem. Yeah, that was a T problem. But yeah, everything else, it's like 80, 90 minutes. And then the T from Fall River and New Bedford brings you right to South Station in Boston.
So it took you an hour and a half to go from Fall River to Boston?
Yeah. but it's that without like you don't have to so you can plan it better instead of like, oh, I don't know what traffic's gonna be like today.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm gonna be late going wherever I'm going or having to leave
No,
early because I might sit in
what I'm saying
traffic.
is how many people that will actually going to make that actually make the commute from Fall River to Boston or a suburb. Same thing with New Bedford, right? That
Mhm.
people that are already doing it prior, because they already lived here before the
Yeah,
train shows up. Now the train shows up. How much of that percent do you think that they pulled? How many people are actually going to be like, all right, now the train's here, I don't have to drive my car in anymore? That's what I'm trying.
I think
That's
I think a good percentage. I think it'll probably be like good 20%
You think
because
so? I bet it's like
yeah,
I'm thinking like 10, if that, bro. I'm like, how many people are actually going to switch out from driving and then
I
take the
think it'll
train in?
take a while, but like looking at the stops, so riding the T from Fall River to Boston, you hit a bunch of stops.
Yeah,
And then at these stops, they're quick too. Not even like 2-minute stops.
yeah. It's
Fucking
enough to
mob of
pull
people come
people
in,
on
they
and
shut
on.
the door and they gone.
Yeah.
So like if that's your stop, you better get the fuck off and don't miss your stop like I did. And whoops. So it's fast, but where the existing rail was for the T up to Boston, all of those stops that have been there for a while, the crowd that comes in is huge. They like fill up the train. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because they're so used to taking it. They've accustomed and got adapted to it. I think that like I don't know where the train station is in New Bedford, but I know in Fall River it's right on 79 where they're still doing construction. So the construction just on the highway alone is a pain in the ass. Never mind pulling into the train station that's right there. So I think that's a big deterrence for the train right now in Fall River, at least. Is they should have waited till the road was done at least.
Mm.
Like you got this little brand open, and you're like, "Hey, come over here," but fucking watch out for raised sewer drains in the highway because it's back to back traffic because we got bobcats running around moving piles and shit. So like it bad timing, but I think that the ridership will come because like, bro, I hop on the train, was going up to Boston, and I seen a group of teenagers. They all brought their bikes on the train. Now I used to ride bikes with my boys when I was younger.
Like a pedal bike
Yeah, well
or
they had the
e-bike.
e-bikes. They
Yeah.
had the little e-bikes. So they updated, new generation. They said
Yeah.
fuck
Right.
pedal.
Ain't pedaling.
We buzzed through the city. So they you could tell that if they were my generation back then, our generation, that would have been a group of kids that were riding around the city on their bikes. Instead, they decided to take the train, go up to Boston and go ride their bikes. I'm like, that would have been fucking ill if I was a kid.
Right.
Mom, going to Boston today. Peace.
Be back later.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go
Mhm.
ride my bike. Like, that would have been ill. Like, so I'm like, a lot of people are gonna use this once they find ways that it can fit in their life. Like, I go up there to the casino. So I'll take the train up there and to get off at South Station. I walk a block to Chinatown, and then there's a free shuttle from the casino from Chinatown to the casino. And if I go on the weekend's $10 for all weekend pass. So it's good for
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday. So like $10, I can get up there and to the casino. So I don't pay no gas. I don't gotta drive. I don't gotta pay for parking and nothing. And the trip cost me $10. And I'm
Right.
like,
Save
already
that money
good.
for the fucking slots.
Right. And that casino, if you get a player's card, they give you $50 in free play first time you sign up. So like
So
you can make money by just going up there, getting a card and coming home. Pay $10, go up there, get $50 in cash on
Right?
the card, print it out, cash it out. Then it's $40 profit. And come
Right?
back.
Just go play the slots, man. Who knows? Run up there,
Right.
fucking bam, 200, 500,
So
27,000.
I plus it was like for concerts. I seen a lot of people going up there for concerts. There was this, they had like one of those Boston calling festivals. I was on the train that day,
Mm.
and they had some country singer that was singing that day. Bro, mad people on the fucking train, cowboy boots and cowboy hats. When I was in the West End, I was like, all right, we in Texas.
People
Fuck
got a
is that?
tumbleweed floating down the fucking island shit.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I've been on the train before when it's Red Sox games, and
Oh, hell
everybody
yeah.
on the train wearing Red Sox gear.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay,
Red
this is
Sox
what the
fitted.
train's gonna be used for. Events like that. So it's gonna open the door for forever. Well, like, all right, you want to go to a Red Sox game or a Celtics game, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't,
get you into the city and shit. You don't have to drive.
yeah, you don't want to
Pay for
fucking,
parking.
yeah, you want to go up to the aquarium, the zoo,
Yeah, bro,
fucking
parking's fucking vicious, man. It's like $40, $50 to park around them areas.
right.
Like you
So
said, too, the aquarium, fucking, yeah.
that's why on the weekends it's so cheap. You know what I mean? And now it's like now you can spend your money up there, and that's
Right?
the reason why the governor did it is to get people
Yeah.
into Boston and make Boston bigger.
Because they don't got the money to go up there. You know, like the people down here, like what they make to go up.
Mhm.
So for someone to go up there, they got to pay for the gas. They got to pay for parking. They got to pay for food. Like the pay for parking part, like they take that out and just charge them a quarter of that to get them up there through the train and have all this extra money to go spend. Now you're gonna get the extra teddy bear, and get the extra hot dog, the extra beer at the game. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna spend it
Yeah.
commerce wise. Fuck yeah.
Like they even got the train that takes you right over to Salem. So say like
Right.
anybody since it's spooky season right now, go stream spooky season
Go
all
stream it.
platforms.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But it's a spooky season right now. Everybody going up to Salem. They driving. I seen on the news there was one place it was like $60 to park for 4 hours. I'm like, that is
Fuck
fucking
that shit. That's
painful, dude.
fuck that.
I'm like, this is ridiculous. But you go on the train on the weekend,
Get a
it's
bottle of
ten
Dawn for that, man. Fuck
dollars
that.
on the T. Then you take the train up to Boston,
Yep.
and then you take the train to Salem, and then hello, you're fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
Save mad money.
And you have the experience of doing the train because it's different. It's different than driving. It's a different experience.
Now, Roger Payton says Factory of Terror forever.
Yeah.
I
Is
think
that still
the
there?
Factory of Terror yeah, it's still open. I think it's great. They change every year. They update. They've been doing their thing. I think that Fall River should embrace its Lizzie Borden history, and I've been saying it for years. Salem in October makes millions of dollars because of its witch trials.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Fall River could make millions of dollars in October for Lizzie Borden with the axe murder of her parents.
Facts.
There was a fucking nursery rhyme for it. There was no nursery rhyme for the witches. So capitalize. Before River and a lot of these cities have a horrible time promoting shit because like they don't know what's popping. Like Fall River, for example, Lizzie Borden house, they have a Lego set now. So you can get a Lego Lizzie Borden house. They made a collaboration with Lego. That should have been all over the Fall River news. Fall River government should have pushed that on like the channel 6, 10, and 12 news locally to be talking about like, yo, you can get like fucking Lizzie Borden Lego set.
Hell yeah. Buy them now. Limited fucking. Are you? Oh boy. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
All right, Kaylin says, who the fuck is Lizzie Borden? Well, Lizzie Borden took an axe. She gave her mother 40 whacks. When she see what she had done, she gave her father 41. So yeah, there's movies about Lizzie Borden. And Lizzie Borden's actually going to be on the Netflix series Monster, their next season. Right now, they have a season on Ed Gein, the inspiration for Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and next season's on Lizzie Borden. So like that's how big she is. But now this Outer City Borden put a traffic sign with a silhouette of Lizzie Borden outside of her house. They did that though, and there was this group Viva Forever, bro. They got $750,000 to do tourism for Forever, right? And to run like a store to sell like a tourist center for Forever products. Bro, in their store, they were selling artist made soap, crafts, little knickknacks, candles, shit that nobody's gonna fucking buy. When I went to Atlantic City in New Jersey, I bought a New Jersey hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't sell no hoodies in that place. They sold candles and shit. You know what I mean? How did these women go to like Yankee Candle or whatever the fuck it is? I'm not gonna buy your homemade candle. The fuck is this? Especially for $25. You know what I mean? Sorry, who are you? So it failed. And then the events that they threw for the city. Now, we've grown up in cities, so we could know what type of events cities would like. They threw a fishing event down at the waterfront called Cops and Bobbers, where the cops can teach youth how to fish. I said, yo, y'all are so disrespectful with the cops and bobbers. Like, just to play on cops and robbers. Oh, you thought it was cute. No. That's like semi-racist. You need to stop.
Cringe. That's cringe as fuck. That is so cringy.
Like, and then they're like, oh, this is for like the troubled kids to build community bonds with the police. And I get what you're trying to do. Okay. But you gotta do something cool. There's a firefighter in Fall River that raps. His name's Florian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
dope tracks too.
Why don't the city reach out to Florian, toss him a budget, and be like, hey, you save lives from fires and shit, but you can talk to these kids by rhyming and shit. So put on something like a hip hop show. Yeah. Hip hop's the number one selling genre of music.
Yo, make it cool to be a firefighter so more people get into it and become one.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It would promote the city.
Yeah.
I remember on the news when I was younger. Wasn't it Providence that had the dancing traffic cop? What city was it? Yeah. There was like, it was on the news. They had it years ago. There was a dancing traffic cop. And bro, he was always on the news. He'd be blowing his whistle. He had like white gloves, dancing and all this other shit. A dancing cop, you got a fucking rapping firefighter. Yeah. Why is that shit not on the news?
Right. This positive shit doesn't click.
Fall River is the largest collection of naval ships in the world. It just won the best naval museum by USA Today for 2025.
Nice.
Nobody's talking about it, bro. Nobody. I would, if I was Fall River, I'd put billboards outside of every naval base in the United States of America that have Battleship Cove, world's largest collection of naval ships, Fall River, Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. So the people who want to send in the Navy,
you get all the dope shit.
I'm gonna go to Fall River and see what they got.
Yeah. And then the ships, you gotta figure all the ships that get retired, they probably get the best of the ones in their class. They can house the, you know what I mean? It becomes like a high-end historical museum. Bro, come on.
Bro, they shot a movie on the battleship with Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Ariana Grande. Hold on. It was called Devotion. Let me see the cast because it was ridiculous. Cast of Devotion. Leonardo DiCaprio. So get the right one.
Now, who wants to jump on? Come on, man. Stop being scared, guys. Jump on. It's easy to talk. You just talk as if we was really in the same room together.
For real. Everybody's scared. I mean,
It's easy. Just pretend like we're all smoking a blunt. We're gonna pass it around.
so I went on Google. These shits are the top things right now. Tesla Model 3 Century Mode Test. Landry Shamet Knicks roster spot. Texas Longhorns football. Southwest Florida International Airport. Detroit Marathon. Lottery Powerball jackpot. Windows 11 optical drive demand Japan. Wordle answer October 19th. Mortgage rates today. Winter weather forecast.
I saw that for Boston.
Roman Suratov ice detention. Prosecutor fired. Derek Lopez, Illinois State University. Georgia Nichols horoscopes. And Adolph Silva Red Bull Rampage crash. Bro, people in America Google the dumbest shit. Oh, that's what it was. Don't look up. Roger Payton fucking saved the day. All right, so I had said devotion. No, it was called Don't Look Up. So this was the cast filmed on the battleship before her. Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Blanchett, Meryl Streep, Ariana Grande, Timothy Chalamet, Jonah Hill, Chris Evans, Tyler Perry, Kid Cudi, Ron Perlman, Himesh Patel, Gerard Butler, Billy Bob Thornton's in it, Ewan Gregor, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Sarah Silverman, John Glazer, then a bunch of other like unknowns, but like fucking 20 pretty much A-listers. I mean, and it was a sci-fi comedy. And basically about like the world about to end, and then they fucking saved the world from ending. Bro, I didn't even know that they were filming the movie in Fall River. I'm driving down by the waterfront and I see fireworks. And I forget when they was filming, but it was nowhere near like July or anything, right? So I'm like, fuck are they doing fireworks for? And it was probably like the best fireworks I've ever seen in my life. Ever. So I was like, yo, they throwing amazing fireworks. I'm like, they usually throw shitty fireworks. So I'm like, these are really fucking good. Who's throwing them? So I go down by the waterfront because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go pull up on the fireworks, right? I see all these big ass like trailers and shit. And the parking lot's blocked off. The fuck? The next day, the news is like, oh yeah, if you were wondering what was going on yesterday, Ariana Grande and Leonardo DiCaprio were here. Like, you ain't say nothing, bro? Like, why not say, hey, we got a movie film? I see on the news all the time. They announce in Providence in Boston when there's a new TV show or a movie filming. They announce it on the news. They get people pulling up. I remember when Good Burger was getting filmed in Rhode Island. They were like, yo, Good Burger getting filmed.
The Walking Dead just filmed around here. The Walking Dead just filmed in Brockton and in Taunton.
Right. So it's like these places announce this shit.
Yep.
Or we just announce it after the fact. Like, oh, hey, by the way, this happened.
Yeah. By the way, this was 2 days ago. I forgot to tell you.
And some of this shit, bro, they don't even talk about. Like, yo, Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl. DJ Mustard was wearing a leather coat that was made in Fall River by this brand called Vance and Leathers. It was a custom coat for DJ Mustard for the Super Bowl halftime. Ain't nobody in Fall River talked about that shit. Like, bro, you got a brand that's on the Super Bowl stage.
Promote the fuck out of that.
And the Vance and Leathers, they got a deal with Millie's and Jaylen Brown for a custom like skeleton leather coat. But I looked up the price because I wanted to buy one. But it's just like $1,500. I was like, damn, bro. I'm like, that shit can sit right now.
He's like, not
Like,
right now.
yo, fuck, I look like. I'm like, maybe if I had a bike, you know, but damn. Yeah, Roger Payton said Vance and Leathers right near Globes.
Yeah.
And bro, it's in a shitty looking mill. Like you wouldn't even know that that's like still operational if you drove by it. It looks like it closed 20 years ago. Just the outside, the sign, the way the building looks, just horrible. And it's like they made coats for mad people, bro. Fat Joe, George Clooney, mad people. Hitman was just wearing a fucking coat on the Breakfast Club with Vance and Leathers because they put their logo on their sleeve and on the chest. So right there on the sleeve, like the whole interview, just
He
a
was
Vance.
facing out of the camera. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is making bank. Like, so Galen said floors falling in probably. She's still talking about that 450-pound chick. Like,
Oh,
if you 450 pounds, you need to
you go for a
worry
walk.
about your health.
Yeah, and drink a lot of water.
Yeah. And shit a lot. You need to shit a lot. Like, go get you some X-Lax. Go get you some shit that's gonna make you shit.
Oh my god.
It's like a colonoscopy prep. Go get some
For
Docalax.
real.
It's like, yeah, take this. Go shit all week. You'll drop 15 pounds per week.
Oh,
Just take vitamins. Flea said, I'm 440. What you saying? No.
you better put the cookies down. Oh shit. Oh man.
Wow. About that. Anyways, holy shit.
450 pounds. That's a big girl, boy. Woo.
You better be listening to me read my words. Flea said, that's that bitch. That is that bitch. So, for the people who don't know, when I used to do a podcast called the Aaron All Nighter Podcast and the Cash and It In Show with Cash's Flow. Cash's Flow, as you guys all know, sometimes is unreliable.
No.
So this was an in-studio production, and I needed my co-host. So didn't have Fifth at the time, and Cash's Flow would be unavailable. So I filled in with that bitch. And me and that bitch would talk. But y'all can't hear that bitch like I hear that bitch. And then that bitch lost her nose in a nose job.
Yeah, that's that bitch.
But she's had a rough. She got a scar, thug life. I'm gonna put that bitch away now. Oh shit! I was gonna pull out a mask, pop out with this shit.
Yeah.
I'll fucking do a
Some
music
colored
video
eyes
with
there.
that on.
Oh yeah.
Can I use it for my next video? I just said I was about to do that.
He'll rent it to you if you want, yo. He'll give it you $25 for the day. Rented.
For real. This one says, I'm so high, I got to get off. I'm laughing. My stomach hurts right now. I don't know why this is stupid, dumb, stupid. I can't stop laughing. This is some good weed. Actually, I can't tell if it's a podcast or is it the weed. I think it's the weed. It might be the podcast.
Yeah, right. No, of course it's us. What the fuck you thinking?
Like I just told you how to lose weight from 450 pounds. You just got to shit all week. Water and shit all week.
Those cleansing pills, too.
Naughty.
Yeah. What else we got here?
Hold on, I got some.
Yeah.
Oh, then. All right, so that's when we throw shots. So that's when we gotta apologize to people and tell them not to cancel us. Get off my back.
Nuked them.
That's when we talking about the future, the fucking robot attacks. That's what we just talking our shit. We tell you to move out the way. You can if you want to, okay? Preferably not. And then the window. It's a road rage button.
Yeah.
You're supposed to push this instead of yelling out the car. And this is more distracting than actual road rage. Because now you got to put it somewhere in your car and tap a button. It don't make no sense to me. But it was one of those dumb products that I wanted to buy for $2 and see what the button said. Because I'm like, this is supposed to relieve road rage? Interesting. Let me see if it'll piss me off. So do y'all make money off of comments or not? I'm confused.
What would you be confused about? Did we talk about making money off comments?
If you want to send us money, you can.
Yeah.
You can make a donation to our Cash App.
Right. Yeah, correct.
We could put our Cash Apps in the name. Hold on. About to do that right now. Sending money. Hold on. $sign.
Yeah, you can send stars too. Yeah, you can send.
Exactly.
But Cash App's better because we actually get more of it.
Right, exactly. So the Cash App is now on the screen. Throw your Cash App in your shit. Edit your name. Perfect. That'll be there for future reference. If you want to support our lifestyle,
Naughty.
Yes.
Send money.
I accept donations, absolutely.
Yep.
For the women, if you want to see my belly, that's $5. Cash at me. I'll send you a picture later.
No. Do you accept EBT?
Fuck yeah, bro, twice the amount all day, bro. I actually prefer that. The price of food. Listen.
Hell yeah.
$100 worth of food stamps for $50 all day, every day. I'll take it.
Like, yeah, actually,
yeah. Wait a minute.
It's like send that.
Yeah, that's really what I want. Be honest with you, that's doubling up right there.
This one, not really. This is hard to do. I don't know what is so hard to do. We're just talking shit. Flea says, meanwhile, buy some pens and roach clips off of me. Okay. But, guys, we've already gone over our time.
Yep.
We're giving you the opportunity to
come on here. Shit. Anybody could have came on here today. Y'all was scared again this week. Come on. We do this pop-up podcast for you. We want to engage with you.
We want to see like more than just the comments.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, like, I put your comments up there. We read your comments. Flea wants a chubby.
I tried to give you the chubby the other night at the show, remember?
Naughty.
Flea said, right about that. So on that note,
yep,
I'm gonna go edit this out. This is gonna be great. Chopped into clips. Flea will be on in 2 weeks. And This one said they got 3 cards. They all EBT.
Let's go, buddy. Hit me up after the fact.
No offense, you're supposed to be entertaining us.
I got
You've
something
been
for you
on
to
this
entertain.
for a while. I'm dying over here.
Right?
You've been on this for a while, and it seems like you've been entertained.
Yes.
This seems like entertained faces.
Yep.
Very entertained. And on that note of Fifth humping the screen, giving y'all them chubby in that them cheeks. He
Yes.
put chubby in them cheeks for you.
Let's go.
Oh, we off this. We will see you guys on the pop-up podcast 2 weeks from now.
Yes,
where we
you
talk
will.
our shit. You guys pop on. Everybody's allowed to be a guest.
Yep.
And we can talk about whatever the fuck you want. Uncensored, real shit, news, politics, trending topics,
Anything,
entertainment, whatever. And every other Sunday, we do the Hip Hop Everything podcast. So if you are a hip hop artist or you're a fan of hip hop, that's something you don't want to miss. We talk about hip hop news. We talk about what's beef in hip hop, what's going on, who's beefing with who. We give you the hottest independent artist playlist around, and then we narrow it down, put it in a bracket system for them to win a back-to-back feature at the end. We also do a little shameless self-promotion every episode, but we have to. So we're artists. So we're musicians.
It's a must.
So that means you got to go stream our music. Go stream It's Your Boy Fifth, all platforms, all his songs. He got them cheeks out there right now, running numbers up. Chubby's out there, the fan favorite, running numbers up. Me and Fifth, we got Illusions and Scoundrels together. Go check that shit out. Also, go check out my music on all platforms and go check out our visuals too. Go to It's Your Boy Fifth Vivo, go to Aaron Oneida Vivo, and go fucking share out our music videos, share out this podcast. I want this to be at least fucking a lot of streams. A lot of streams. Otherwise, all of you can go do
naughty
things to yourself, all right?
Yes.
We off this.
All right, yo. Peace.